You're listening to the Parahouse Entertainment Network. Come join us as we take you deep into the fire, to the paranormal realms of hauntings, UFOs, ETs, alien abductions, strange creatures, and the vastness of universal consciousness, as we continue to seek what is not supposed to exist, as we search for the truth that only comes from going into the fire. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Into the Fire. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're having a great night in a soggy rain. I am so tired of moisture and wetness. I can't stand it, especially after the water heater blows and we have water all in the house. And then it rains for a day, like all night yesterday, all day today, and it looks like it's going to rain all the way through Thursday. So I've seen enough. Go away, rain. Come some other day when we need it. So we are about to get ready for a super show tonight. We are so excited to bring you two very special people. Both have been on the show a lot of times. And we have them here to come forth. First of all, I just want to introduce my wonderful co-hosts, Tanya and Billy Sims. How are you guys doing tonight, and what's been up with you guys?
Trying to stay dry, brother.
Yep. Doing great. Glad to be here.
Looking forward to tonight.
Yep. Looks
Chat
like we
room,
got
I
quite a
see
few
you
in the
guys
chat
are
room.
out and hitting it strong, and we appreciate you very much. This show is definitely for you guys. As the mediums come through tonight, as they have a message for you, if they feel something coming on, they're going to be asking several questions. And you're going to be able to tell us if that's you, yes, no, or whatever. And we'll bring them on and we'll have them explain to us. We have Angel Lee, a spiritual messenger, and she'll be on here, and she'll be explaining what she's going to be doing. And Teresa Rose, the Firehouse medium, is also going to be right here, and we're going to bring them in just a minute. I've done so many bios on them and everything else. Folks, if you don't know these two people, then you've been hiding around a rock somewhere. But we are so blessed and so happy to have them, and especially on this day where the numbers are extremely good, the 2-2-2-2, and maybe we'll ask some of these two wonderful guests what they think of the 2-2-2-2. So, and Melvin's probably going to be wearing a 2-2 here in a minute, so who knows?
You never know with Hound Dog.
All right. It's such a pleasure to have you all on. Let's bring on our two very, very special guests, Angel Lee, spiritual messenger, and Teresa Rose. How are you two doing tonight? Are you excited? We are.
I'm really excited. I have been counting it down today. So I got my coffee. I got my red whip, so I'm ready to go.
You're looking good. You're looking good. And so is Teresa Rose over there. How's things going for you, honey?
I'm well. It's good to be here. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure, and it's great to see both of you here tonight. And I can't wait to see what goes on, because as far as I know, in the histories of my old age, I don't think I've ever seen this done before. So we are breaking ground on a new in a new way here. So it should be awesome. And I don't know, guys, if you can tune in, you can watch the comments on the chat room. We will try to get one-on-ones with some of these people if it's possible. That is, if you have an internet connection. And you can go to the link that Billy or Tanya will be able to provide you, and have headphones or some way to earplugs or something so that you can, we won't have feedback. We will bring you on and it will help the mediums make a better connection with you. But be very careful and listen to what they're going to be saying, because I'm going to ask them right now about the rules. And one other thing, after the rules, guys, tell me about 22222. What do you think?
Well, first of all, the rules are there are no rules.
Well, that's what I like to hear.
When it comes to spirit, there is no rules other than it's about love and no judgment. So
Right.
That's right.
Excellent.
I 100% agree with that. That is so true. Absolutely. You just don't never know with spirit. You don't ever know.
that's you know what,
Right.
You're right, because I always say I don't embarrass you, they do.
I'm telling you,
So y'all
they've
be
had me
careful
up.
what you ask for.
Right?
No, really,
Yes.
guys, it's really about love and there's no judgment. And it's actually more uplifting. Your loved ones want to come through and uplift you. It's never people are like, oh my gosh, am I going to hear something negative? Is it going to be? No, if you're connecting with the right medium and they're connecting with spirit, because spirit's high vibration, it's always of love.
That's true. Oh my gosh, that is so true. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I have a lot of people scared. I've had people like scared to book with me before because they're scared of is something going to come through, or they upset with me. Like a lot of people are scared, I've noticed, to like book with me, and I'm like, no. And I always tell people all the time, I feel like you'll find the way that I tell people all the time, and this is just me personally, when you book with someone, there's so many beautiful, gifted people out there. There's a lot of gifted people out there. You'll feel good about it going in. Like, you know what I mean? Like you won't feel sick. You'll just feel good about it. And that's how you know that it's the right thing to do, if that makes sense. So I'm a little laggy. Can y'all see me okay?
Yeah,
I can see you guys great. You're moving right now. And so far, you're so good. Just as long as everything else is working correctly in the spiritual side of it, we ought to be ready to go. We will do our best to try to keep the channels clear and positive and open for the best that we can have tonight. And wow, I'm not even looking at chat room. You guys are probably doing it.
It's blowing up.
It's just blowing up. Thank you, chat room. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and supporting these two fantastic individuals here tonight. So without further ado, and you guys will go as long as you want until you're tired, correct?
Well, I was thinking till about 9 something, maybe 9:30, something like that. I just have kids I got to put to bed. They have school tomorrow. They've been out for 2 days, so they've been like partying hard.
There you go.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I have a little time. Yeah, I do have a little time. I would love, and it's completely up to Teresa. But before we like start doing anything, I would love, because this is the first time that I've actually got to like work with. I've got gifted friends, and I've did some work with them, but this is like the actual first time that I've ever went live with another medium, And so I would love to know real quick, like your story, because we're new with each other, and I would love to know like your story. So people would, people who come from my page, they would learn you too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just curious, like how long was it? One of my questions is about what age was you when you started noticing like a difference, if that makes sense? Like, what's your story, if that makes sense?
So I was about 4 years old, Angel, when I really started going, I'm not alone.
Yep.
And I didn't tell anybody at all, ever, because I knew from the belief system on my mom's side of the family, I just didn't tell anybody. But I also knew that I wanted to be a firefighter. So that's Firehouse Medium. So to condense the story, I became a career firefighter. I was injured and I had to retire in 2013. Then 2 months later, my dad passed. And after my dad passed, all this came full circle.
Wow.
So it's one of those life-changing events. It's like, okay, you did this one passion, and now it's your. And I knew even through my career that I was able to connect and be in tune. I didn't know to this degree. Like it all flowed so naturally. Like after my dad passed, it really opened the doors wide open.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I'm so sorry to hear about your dad. Like, Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm a daddy's girl, so like I couldn't even imagine, what you went through. The reason I'm asking is because I was around 3 when I started noticing a difference. My parents started noticing a difference, and we didn't tell people, because we're from this little country town, and we didn't tell nobody. They were like, "Don't tell nobody. We'll just pray about it," And I didn't go public until. Yes, like it'll go away. No, there's more, So that's so interesting to me that you too was an early age like me. We didn't tell people. We didn't understand it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't go public until 2015 because I felt like I was being pushed to go public. That's the best way I can describe it. I was being pushed to go public. So that's really neat. That's really neat. I was wanting to know your story because I've never did this before, and I think it's so interesting.
And it's going to be great. It's going to be great because we may either do like tandem readings together or not. I mean, we'll just see how it goes. We could try to double link together. Doesn't mean it. Again, it's the rules are there are no rules, right?
Right. It's I've always been told that I was complicated because the way that I work, I just don't force connections, which we're all different. We all work differently. But to me, okay, so I tell people, and this is just me, like I tell people all the time, like you have to learn the language with the souls that come to you. And everybody's like, is that a different language? And I'm like, not really. It's more of the signs or symbols. To me, roses that come through or balloons, to me, that's a celebration. But to some other messenger, medium, or depending on how they see, it can mean something completely different, And so to me, the signs or symbols, I have to learn what that means, and I don't force it, I don't force it. It has to come to me through vision form, and that's just kind of like how I work, but so it's pretty neat. It's pretty interesting.
Well, let's talk about that. So the people, so our people know like how each of us work and like how I work. So when your loved ones come through for me, they'll go back in a shared memory and or current events. They'll let you know that they're with you and around you. I do get names and dates. I may be off by the name, but never the initial it starts with or what the name may sound like. So when I get that information, they're either acknowledging somebody who's still living, themselves, or whom they're with. Yes. And I'll never force a connection either. And if somebody doesn't get it right away, I'll leave it with them. But usually 9 times out of 10, typically they will get it later. And I love those. You guys, I love those validations for later. You're like, oh my God.
That's insane. Like that's literally how I work. They come through with vision form. And the way that I see things is, and I tell people it comes at me really fast. I can't stop it. When it comes at me and it's like a moving picture in my mind. And I describe to you in detail what they're doing, what's around them. It's kind of like I'm replaying a movie and I'm telling you exactly what I see. And I tell people all the time, if you're new here or if you've followed, really pay attention to those little bitty details that they show, their personality, their hand movements, what's around them. They do bring their cherished memories to heaven with them. That's the way that they show me. So I bring up the cherished memories because I know that eventually it will make sense. And third parties, that's so interesting that you said that because third parties come through all the time and people are like, they'll understand most of the connection, but there might be somebody that pops in and they're like, I'm not sure, or a symbol or something, an image will pop in and they're like, I'm not sure. But then they always find out later, oh my gosh, it was for so-and-so. So a third party, if someone pops in tonight and you're not sure who it is, keep it in your mind. I'm telling you, keep it in your mind because I know that eventually they will be placed. It could be for a partner side of the family. This could be a best friend. This could be somebody that's not directly for you, but it's going to be for someone that you may know, so just keep that in mind, and validation, everything,
Good point. And it reminds me of something very important. And I'm sorry, you ladies, I got to do this. When you're talking about that third party, I forgot to bring Melvin on. I got to bring Melvin on. Got to have him on here because he is definitely in that third party. And, you never know what might happen with Melvin. So we'll bring him in just a second here right now. And hello, Melvin. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, y'all.
And now we've got all of us on the screen. Us three here will be all working, or 4 of us will all be working to try to help you guys out as much as possible. And we're already up to, it's sky's the limit. I don't know what you're seeing in the chat room right now. billion times. He's probably flying by like a freight train.
They're
it's
they're
hot-
pounding
it's
it
hot
I
hard.
was trying to look.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the thing is like,
Yeah.
you
So
both
hello
like-
everyone out there again. Thank you for tuning in. You guys, I'll let you take it away. I'm going to let you run the show how you want to do it, when you want to start, and however you want to get stuff going. Melvin, you got one word to say hi to or anything like that?
Hey, Melvin.
Hi, dear.
How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. Good to see y'all.
Good
Yeah,
to see
Good to see
you.
you.
It's an honor and a pleasure to have both of you on at the same time.
Girl power.
One is dynamite, but both of you, no, it's got to be TNT.
Yep, that's it. It's 222. Double the fun, double the pleasure, double the fun.
It's so funny because I always see 333. Like 333s always follow me. Like since I was little. Whoop, y'all just disappeared. Where'd you go? Hold on. Let me find you.
We see
Yeah,
you.
you're still in here, but yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay. I thought I lost you.
Hey. We can see you. So, yeah, it's funny. I get 111, 1111, and 3333, and every once in a while I get the 8. So, but numbers are very special.
So
And
before
222 is a power number.
So before we start or anything such as that, Teresa, if you could tell everyone, do you have any events and stuff like that coming up?
I do actually. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. We're going to
Yay.
Iowa. We're going to Iowa so there's 3 events in Iowa and Des Moines. And actually they're all sold out, so that's a blessing.
Yay!
Hey everybody.
Always a good feeling.
Fantastic.
I
That is-
know.
That
And
is
there's a-
awesome.
Yeah, there's a couple events coming up in March too as well. We're going back to Cooper's Pug, and then see, my marketing director knows all this stuff.
Listen, when I go live,
the Fowler movie theater. That's the other one.
yeah, I go live all the time. Then I'm like, everybody's asking. I'm like, little help, Meredith, and she's in the comments having to tell everybody because I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
you
that's
know
why I was curious about it, about your
you,
events.
you
and
go to
stuff.
my website, firehousemedium.com, and it shows the events there. So
Oh, good. Okay. I wanted, today I have an event coming up. It's in, it's my first event back since COVID. Like
fantastic.
2.5 years ago, I do, phone sessions, video sessions from home.
Uh-huh.
I have not did any kind of in-person events, and I am so excited to be getting back out there. And I'm going to be having my first event April 16th in Biloxi, Mississippi. So I'm excited.
Fantastic. We're gonna
I
send
am
you,
so,
we're gonna
so
send you
excited.
love for that.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to come to Tennessee and Kentucky and all of that good stuff. We're trying to get our events planned out. So we're excited. Absolutely.
Good for you. Good for you.
Working on that, and Teresa Rose is going to be coming this way also. We've got an event we're working on that too in May, I believe. So
When is
look forward-
graduation in May? When is
Yeah.
up there in Tennessee and Kentucky?
Usually
Pardon?
the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Last
you
2 weeks of May.
7th.
The last 2 weeks. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Get me some paper. I scribble. I'm the weird one. I scribble when I connect. I just have to. It helps me open up. I didn't realize that I don't necessarily have to. It just helps me, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
but I usually try to post the scribbles if I do connect for someone. I'm a very blunt person. So if like someone comes on and I just can't feel anything with you, that doesn't mean that I don't like you. I love all of you. It's just I don't force it, and I can't, bring something through, any kind of connection or any kind of reading or anything like that if they're not coming to me naturally. But so I don't know how you work, Teresa. I do feel something with someone on here, I'll just sit here until you tell me how you work. Do you want to go first? Like, how does this work? I've never did this before, so let's.
Okay, yeah, you know what? So I've worked with other mediums like online like this,
Like
like
you.
Facebook Live like this. So I can tell you what I'm getting. I do feel a motherly energy. So when I say mother, it's mother, grandmother, or an aunt. I feel that motherly energy. I know May or 5th of any month is important because May is the 5th month. So I know that is important. Like again, birthday, anniversary, or passing.
Okay.
I feel like she's referencing either 4 kids that she has or 4 siblings because she's making me talk about the 4 siblings. So, and I know there was a health issue before she passed.
Okay.
And she feels motherly to me. So, and that's the information I give. And then if somebody could connect, if they could say,
Melissa says May 25th was my mom's birthday.
okay, and mom has to be passed. So who I'm sorry, who was that?
Melissa Daniel.
Okay, so Melissa, if she could connect with this, like May, I know she's a motherly energy. Of course, she has to be passed. And there's reference to 4 kids or 4 grandkids, 4 kids. And also, I know there's an MAR name like Mary, Maria, Margaret. There's a connection there as well that she's acknowledging.
Okay.
There's so many in the chat room.
Guys, if any of this is hitting with you guys in the chat room, please validate in all caps for us. That way we can catch it easier.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a lot of people in here. That's going to be.
So if the Melissa could come back, if everybody could just slow down.
She said I have 4 kids.
Okay,
I don't know where it went now, but I just
Lacey Farmer said that her birthday was in. I think. Let me go back and see that. It's going by so darn fast.
I know.
Again, everybody who was making a comment and think that this is going. Oh, May 2nd was my May 25th is my birthday. Mary is my mother's name. I'm assuming mother's passed. That was Stephanie Lake. Please, so we can see this a lot better. Cap everything, and thank you, Stephanie, for doing that. And make sure that you definitely hit it in caps. Shout at us.
Thank y'all for doing this and for being patient with all of us and working with us. This is going to be an amazing night. I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of energy.
Sorry to interrupt your reading there, Teresa. Go ahead if you still got that. See what else.
Yeah. So I just want to recap. I feel the motherly energy. I know May is important, or the 5th of any month. I know the MAR name. There's a connection, and there's 4 kids, 4 siblings. I do know that as well. And she makes me feel talk about dad, or the dad energy. So either she's bringing to my awareness dad. There's a father energy on the other side that she's bringing to my awareness.
Okay, we've got one here. Denise Noon says that I have 4 grandkids. May 26 was my aunt's, like my mom to me, and Margaret is her mother and my grandma.
Okay. And I also feel like there's a dad energy, like she's bringing to my awareness, like there's a father energy too as well. And I know there's they're showing me the American flag, so I see the military connection, but it's a folded American flag, so it's got to be in the family some way, somehow.
Holly says my mom and dad passed. My birthday is May.
Okay, and again, there's got to be the 4 connection, the 4 kids or 4 siblings. It's all have to tie in together. It's not like one can take it, another can take it. It's not like that. One person can take all of this information.
Yes, thank you for saying that. Oh my gosh!
There's another one that says, I guess mother's birthday, May 5th. 4 of her 10 children have just passed.
Okay. And then also I know with my motherly energy that's connecting me, I know there's a Cancer connection, and I feel twice.
Okay. Stephanie Lake says, yes, my father was Korean vet. His birthday was May. They had 4 kids.
Okay. So again, if she could connect with all of the information that I said, just take that love and that like that they're with and around. And I have to say, as I'm connecting, they're saying happy birthday. So there's a birthday either coming up or just passed.
It's like each one of them are like answering to the bits and pieces. You know what I mean? But it's the same few that keep answering.
Yeah. And if there's a way that we could connect a little stronger, but they have to take about all the information that I'm giving.
Right.
Okay. We got one, Jody K. Westhoff. I'm one of 4 children. My mom had lung cancer and my dad had military service.
Wow.
Is there a
You mentioned the name Margaret as well, correct?
Yeah, it's like an MAR, like Margaret, Mary, Maria. Like there's an MAR sounding name as well that she's making me feel.
Okay, and then Lacey Farmer, my birthday is in May. I have 4 kids. Grandfather was in Navy, and both passed from cancer.
Yeah, if there's a way we could get, I don't know if we're gonna get them on live or.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to see if we can get somebody that's a little bit more. We got so many people tossing it up. That's why
Yeah.
it's so important. Now, I know everybody wants the reading, and everybody can take what it is. Try to take the information as much as you can, and know that there is spirit coming through. You guys do this a lot better than we do. We may be able to come back to you. You may lose it. You may get it back again. I don't know what you want to do. It's up to you guys. You guys are totally in control of the show, so we're just going to sit back and watch you guys.
With my motherly energy that's coming through though, Bear, I do have to say there's like a sh sounding name like Sean, Shane, Shannon. I'm trying to narrow this down for you guys, but there's a sh sounding name.
Okay. Billy and Tanya, if you heard that, please give them. I've got a mic problems, or I've got something going on with my headphones here, so I couldn't hear that all the way.
You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
No, could you repeat what you just said? Because I didn't hear it.
Teresa was saying, go ahead, Teresa.
Oh, with my motherly energy that's coming through with all the information. There's also a sh sounding name like I feel here living. So there's a Sean, Shane, like a Shauna, Shaw, like a Shaw, still here living. And this is interesting. I feel somebody. Go ahead, Angel.
No. I was saying Denise Noon just said, "Oh my God, I have a Sean, Shane, Shannon niece and nephew."
Okay,
So I was just saying that because she validated earlier too. So.
Oh, she did with my motherly energy that's coming through, and is somebody. I don't know what this. I don't know. Is somebody missing a foot or a toe? With my motherly energy coming through. So I want them to be specific, and I'm trying to narrow it down. So there's something with the foot or toe or toes, foot. And this could be like a diabetic issue or.
That's detailed. That should help narrow it down.
Yeah,
Sure.
I want to get it narrowed down.
Yes. We'll get it.
Tanny McLean, she said that her brother lost his leg.
Yeah. So my people that was already connecting with my motherly energy, I want to hear from them.
She was connecting on several of those things.
She was.
Yes. I'm trying to pull her comment. They're coming in so fast, guys. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, I can't even see
I'm
them.
trying to keep up with the names.
Yeah, Lacey, the
It was
other.
amazing, Teresa. That was detailed. That was specific, like on point, detailed.
Yeah, and then also there's with my same energy that's coming through. It's talking about racing or car racing, NASCAR's racing cars.
Lacey Farmer got back on there again and said that my uncle Regan and her son, something about her son is missing his big toe.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Cassie Brown, my grandfather lost his toe and then his leg, and and he got gangrene in his foot and lost them both. And he was in the military. My brother's birthday's in May. Her mom died from cancer. My mom now has cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you guys, whoever could connect with that, everything that I have given so far, and with the toe and the foot, and
Right.
Send Lacey and whoever else you want to the link so we can see if we can narrow it down.
That
All
toe
right.
got me, y'all. That was detailed.
Yeah, very, very detailed.
I tell people all the time,
No.
and I say, it sounds like you work like me. I don't, I know they're, okay, for instance, a John's passed. Okay, right. I'm not connected. I'm just saying if a John, This John's not going to be for 10 different families. John's going to be specifically for this one family because they're going to bring in all them little details, you know. Yep.
And I don't want to send somebody off with the wrong mom. That's not their mom. I'm not going to send them off with them.
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome.
Okay, I'm going to ask one more time though that for those that feel like this connection is meant for them, if you could make a comment for me.
Is it me or do I hear like a cat purring?
You hear one of the pugs.
Okay.
I keep rubbing them with my foot to get him to stop.
No, it's okay. I'm like, is that me hearing it or is that spirit?
Welcome to Plug Radio.
Listen, I'm used to it. I've connected to so many dang animals here lately. I'm like, well, it's the cat somewhere.
Those that know us know about the pugs, so.
Yeah, you know what? I'm great you said that, Angel, because your pets have full right to come through. If you have pets that are passed, I do get pets as well, and I'm sure Angel does as well too. They have full right to come through too, because it's about love and that connection. So,
Lazy Farmer says, "I believe it could possibly be me."
well, let's get her on.
Let's bring her on and see how we can do
Bring
some
her
more.
on.
Hey, everyone in the chat room.
Link.
I'm trying to find her. Here we
She's
go.
at the bottom.
I wonder how many people's on chat tonight.
Yeah, how many people is there?
Right now, we have had a lot. We've had over earlier. Let me see. Let me get back to this here so I can see.
We just appreciate y'all being here tonight and supporting all of us and just being patient with us, and just thank y'all so much for just coming on here and supporting us. That means everything.
Lacey Farmer, I have sent you the link in Messenger.
We'll get it going.
Yep. You'll have to exit out, go to Messenger, and then click on the link to come into the show.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes, exactly. And we'll see you here on the screen in just a minute.
You know what's amazing? Like we could lose connection, like internet connection or people, but we'll never lose the spirit connection.
No, that's right. That's true. That was an excellent point. I love that.
Let me ask you something while we're waiting on her to come in. Before an event or before anything, sometimes they'll like come to me beforehand and I'm like, oh my God, and they won't leave. Like until I get that message out and I'm like, listen, sometimes I have to write people and I'm like I think she was in here. Anyway, her daughter came to me one time. I've connected to her before. And we connected, because I've connected to her daughter. And she came to me one time and was like, you need to go to my mom. And she would not stop until I went to her mom. Does that happen to you like beforehand? Did they come to you before?
Yeah. And sometimes even the day before I'm like,
yep.
Wait, is that for my session coming up or is that for my group coming up?
Yes.
Or I'll feel something in my body. And I'm like,
Copy and paste.
that's not mine.
Okay, Lacey's saying that
You'll have to click on her. She's outside.
yes, I know. She's saying that she can't click on the link. So
She can't click on it?
that's what she's
Hey,
telling me.
Meredith. My assistant is in there. That does all the back work. The bookings and stuff.
And you know what? That happens. Just so if she's not able to, we could just move on. But just know that, this is her way of coming through and wanting to connect. And
She may not be back in the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna see about trying to do it again.
And if she's not able to get on or connect, maybe if she has a question, we could answer for her.
Right. To answer your question about the chat room, before we even got started, I was looking at the numbers. I mean, we were at 486 comments already. So we are way up into the yeah, we're in the 800s or above.
She's got it.
Smoking it. She's got it?
She's got it.
Okay, I see her down here. So, hi, Lacey. How are you? We're adding you to the stream. Welcome to the farm. Welcome to the medium night on 222. And so glad that we'll see if this connection is for you. Welcome, Lacey and Teresa and Angel are here with you. So,
Hi. Hi, Lacey.
Hello.
How are you?
Lacey, remember me?
Yes, I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while.
All right, Lacey. So have I ever worked with you before?
No.
Never worked with you before. Okay. So is it okay if I work with you?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. So were you able to connect with the information that I had given so far?
Yeah, the only part I'm struggling with is the NASCAR.
That's okay. And I always say if it's it may not be NASCAR, but it's something with cars and racing like vehicles. I'll leave that with you. Okay. You may not connect with it right away, or you may connect with it later, or at all, and that's fine. I know they're always spot on. It's me, the messenger. So I'll leave that part with you.
Okay.
And also, is there something about starting a new career or new job change?
My husband and I both actually just started new jobs.
Okay. Again, it's just backing up that information about the racing of cars or racing vehicles or NASCAR.
Yeah.
But
Now
just
they used to raise emu birds who ran really fast.
What? What are they?
Emus. And they run really fast. But
Oh my God.
and actually, we have a Hellcat. We don't race it, but we have a Hellcat. We have a fast car.
You do.
Yes, a purple Hellcat.
750 horsepower.
I don't know what that is, but if it's like a racing car, I'll get it like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, love. So again, they're backing that up with something with a new job or new career change. You'd understand that too as well.
Yes, both my husband and I both just started new jobs.
Okay. And then you understand the 4 kids or 4 siblings?
I have 4 kids.
You have 4 kids.
Mhm.
Okay. So out of the 4, 3 are similar, 1 is different, besides boy, girl. Is one of them you kind of giving you a go? Is one of them more?
No, they're actually all pretty good kids.
Okay.
One of them is out of school, and the other 3 are still in high school.
Okay. I feel they're highlighting 1. Well, they're highlighting 4. They're all important, but out of the 3, or out of the 4, 3 are similar, 1 is different. But one of them I feel they're making me feel is giving you a go. I don't know how else to say it.
Unless it's a go I don't know about yet.
No. I don't want to say that. I don't want to put that on you.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't want to put that on you. And just remember I'm saying that, okay, friend? And then also there's police officer or police in the family or police.
My cousin is a sheriff.
My husband's cousin is a police officer in Kokomo,
Okay,
a sheriff.
okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just remember out of one of the kids I feel is now I'm not sure if you have siblings, but I feel like there's one child that's difficult.
Now, I do have a brother who he and I don't speak, and she knew about that before she passed.
Okay, because she's making me talk about the one child that's difficult. I feel like I want to pull out my hair.
Yeah, and she knows that I tried to reconnect with him, and it never worked out.
Okay, and now when they bring up jewelry to me, which is fine, to me it's generic. I want them to be specific, but she is bringing up a ring, and it feels like it feels like it has colored bits in it. It's not just a regular ring. So whether it's like a
Now, I tried to get my grandmother's wedding ring so I could have some necklaces made out of it, and my aunt had already taken it and did something with it without permission.
oh, the auntie, right? Oh, the auntie.
Yes.
Also, okay, I need to go back to the ring though. There's a ring with colored bits. It looks like ruby-ish, like a reddish ruby color.
Yeah, it had a diamond in it, and then it had some rubies surrounding it.
Okay, I just want them because jewelry, ring, yeah.
Right, yeah.
But I want her to be specific, so this is your mom.
What would be my grandma Nita?
That's fine.
Yep.
That's fine. That's fine. This is random and quirky. I love random and quirky things, you guys. But what's with M&Ms?
She had to eat candy all the time. Candy bowls everywhere. Still to this day, because she lived with her sisters. Still to this day, there's candy. They were known as the Golden Girls.
Okay,
They
that's
still
fine.
have candy bowls everywhere.
That's fine. As long as you know that, friend.
Yeah.
Now you understand the Sh sounding name?
My cousin's his name was Christopher Sean.
Sean. Okay, that's fine. That's what you'd be like Sh, like Sh. Now grandma's making me talk about the baby. Now think in reference of how grandma's coming through. She said, talk about the baby in the family. Is somebody having a baby? Is there like a new engagement?
My youngest brother has a new 1-year-old.
Okay. I'm gonna be more specific. Is that okay if I get
Yeah.
personal? Okay. Was there issues with feeding, like digestive, bottle, formula?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Dash did. He was a NICU baby.
Okay, that's fine. Again, I'll leave their love with you. This is how they're coming through, and they're wanting to connect with you. I feel like there's like really, really good things coming up for you, like long time coming.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, like really good things. I mean, like long time coming. So just keep doing what you're doing. And then real quick,
Sorry.
yeah, it's okay. No. Okay, and one more thing, real quick. There's religion because she showed me a Bible, so there's something with religion.
We just started reconnecting with it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's just her way of coming through and sending her love to you.
Thank you.
Lacey, many blessings, friend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lacey. Many blessings to you. Have a great night, and glad you made a connection.
Thank you.
Many blessings.
Thank you.
That was beautiful, Teresa.
Thank you.
That
Angel.
was so beautiful.
Thank you. You know, and I always say, Angel and everybody, this isn't about me, you guys. This is about your loved ones and about you. And it's
Absolutely.
I am so humbled and so honored to be able to sit here and to be able to do this for you. Really, it's an honor. It's an honor. So I thank you guys, and I thank Spirit.
That was very, very beautiful. Oh,
that's excellent. Excellent.
That was
On
really
to the next one. We have got so many people, and thank you again. We are so humbled by everybody coming in and saying hello and wishing all of everyone wonderful things.
that was a beautiful connection, and I
Yeah,
felt
you
like she
gave me the
desperately
goosebumps.
needed to hear that. Souls know that they know. They absolutely know who needs to come forward, what needs to be shown. They absolutely know, and
They
needed
100%
that.
they know. They know. They have an agenda, Angel. I always say they have an agenda, and
No, you're right. No, you're right.
they do.
I actually, I feel something. So there's like energy trying to come forward. If it's okay with you, because like I'm like, I'm having an anxiety attack.
Go for it, girl. Go
If it's
for it.
okay with you, if it's good with you, if it's okay with y'all. So first of all, there was 2 people in here, and like I can't even think straight until I tell them. So the first one, I don't even know if I would bring her because it was just more of a very short vision that I had with her. So when I say short, so let me get comfortable. Hold on, so I can get into this. So when I say this was more of just a quick vision. And then the other one that was coming through was more like she was showing me a lot more. But I wrote down her name while I was reading. I was like, oh, I feel something with her. Oh, and it was a Holly that was in here. And I think her last name was Hol something. I cannot pronounce it. I'm so sorry. But I don't know if she's still on here or not. But oh my goodness, y'all. I was like, if you can see my neck, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I was having anxiety because this female energy was trying to come forward for her extremely strong. There she is.
Yep.
She's here.
Carly, I just felt this with you, and I want to just tell you if that's okay with you real quick, because I just felt that there was a female energy that was trying to come forward, and I scribble. And when we're finished tonight, I'm always really slow at this because I'm usually drained, but I always try to post the notes. Okay, so I take pictures of the scribbles. These would be your scribbles, and I'll take pictures of them, and then I'll post them. Is that okay if I can post them on this live afterwards? This would be on here, won't it?
Of course you can. You can do anything.
Okay, and that way, if you want your scribbles, you can have them. But I just have to say this to you, Holly. There's a female energy that's with you, like protecting you, and she keeps referencing to a number 3. So a number 3 to me could be a date. She could have 3 siblings, 3 kids. Has she been passed? No, she's not been passed for only 3 years. She's been passed for a very, very long time. And I do feel the way that she's coming forward, it's going to be something maybe for the month of March or something such as that. So this could be a birthday celebration. This could be a death celebration. To me, they don't see death like we see it. They see it as a beautiful celebration of life. So just remember that. But a reference to a number 3 for her. She keeps showing me the number 3 over and over and over. So if it's not a date, such as March, it's going to be something else reference to the number 3. Okay. And the way that she's making it seem is like, oh, she's been gone for a very, very long time. And I'm going to say the way she's making it seem is she's been passed for at least 23 plus years. Okay. Is the way that she's making it seem. She's not recently passed. So when I say that, it won't be 22 years and under. It won't be 21. It will be 23 or more years. Okay. And the way that she's coming forward, coming forward. She's sitting there and she stands. Okay. This is extremely important. Okay. For the way that she's coming forward. So when they show me little details like this tells me the little images that they show me. That's a message within itself. Okay. This tells me that she was very, very weak. And the way that she's coming forward is like, oh, I was just so sick. She keeps showing me all this medicine that she was on, and she wanted to smile. And she did. She smiled, but it was like she knew that it was coming, if that makes sense. And she was more worried about her family rather than herself. Okay. So she keeps showing me the medicine. She keeps showing me like this IV, that kind of thing. And then she comes up and she grabs you by the hand and she says, I want you to know you're still my best friend. Okay. So I don't know if that's something very, very personal. Is that something that you still say to her? They absolutely hear you when you do talk to them. And I feel like there's something with that. Like, did she know that I thought of her not just as my mother, but as my best friend? You know, I still want to talk, you know, can she hear me? That kind of thing. And she's wanting you to know that you're still her best friend. Okay.
She's giving you validations that her mother's death was in March, and it's been 25 years since she's passed. Do you want to try to bring her on for more of a connection?
Well, that's pretty much, it was a very, very, very quick. And the way that I could see her was she was like sitting in this chair. I could see this window looking out, and she would look outside, if that makes sense. Like I could watch her watching the nature and that kind of thing. I feel like she loved the nature and that kind of thing. And then all of a sudden she puts her hands to the sides of the chair and she stands with strength. And then it shows her takes out the IVs and she's got her color back. I know that's kind of blunt, but you need to know that. She has her color back. She's okay. She's healthy. And that she wants you to know that you're still her best friend. You can still, you know, talk to her. You can still do all of that, you know. And she keeps also showing me flowers all around her and that kind of, it was just a very quick, I mean, like very, very quick image, but she's a very funny soul, the way that she's coming through. And she says, you're a lot like me. I feel like she would like blurt out things and people be like, oh my God, I can't believe she just said that. That's just how she's coming through. Like she didn't, like what she thought she said, you know what I mean? And it was just very, very quick with her. But I needed to let her know that like what she said, I feel like that's something that she would always say, like, does she know that was my best friend, you know, and that kind of thing. I feel like they had this rare connection and she's wanting you to know that she's still with you. But there was someone else, if it's okay with you, Teresa, because like, is it good with you for just a second if I connect to someone else real quick?
You betcha.
Okay. There's a Rose or Rosa. I wrote her name, Rosaline or something such as that in the chat room. And I felt something very, very strong with her. If we could bring her on, that would be great. And then I'm going to sit back. I'm going to let you do.
So if you could
put in Rosalind?
I don't know. It was there she is, Rosa. Yep. I don't know how to say her. Rosaline or Rosalie. I just felt something with her.
I lost her. I don't know. Okay, there it is.
It just takes a minute for it to come up.
Yeah, I'm
Rosella Volt. Help me with the last name here. Yeah, she says yes. So this is her right here. And she's saying yes.
Right there. Now it's popped up.
Okay.
There she is.
Rosa, I'm going to send you the link.
In Messenger.
So you'll need to have your video and a microphone.
Well, it's not letting me click on her.
Let me get her off here.
It does that to me too sometimes. I don't know why I do that. Like when I try to bring people on, sometimes I have issues like bringing them on sometimes.
You should be able to click on her now since I got her off the screen.
Yeah, it won't let me go to her profile.
Let me see here. Send it in private message. Hit a private chat and send it to it directly on the private chat.
I have it copy and pasted on my phone.
Okay, hang on.
Can you send the link through there?
I'm going to see if I can or not.
Technology.
I know. Look,
Isn't
I'm
it
so
great?
glad that
For some
I'm not
reason-
having to do this.
For some reason, it won't let me
Part
click
of it.
on
It's
her
great, though.
profile.
Teresa, do you drink coffee?
I do not.
I'm
I
playing.
live
I'm
off of
playing.
I just lost her again. There's so many things going through so fast, and I just lost her trying to do this. There she is. Oh, nope, that's not her. Oh golly.
Okay, go to Messenger.
Yep.
We have a crowd tonight, y'all.
Yes, we do, and thank you again so much for showing up and being here. And we're working on getting a hold of you.
R-O.
She's still there. That's what I needed to see.
Oh, you're welcome, Holly. And like I said, it was just a short little. I just was hearing it, it wasn't really detailed or anything, but I just needed you to know this female's around you.
I just lost
Very,
her.
very strong.
Okay, he just sent the messenger.
So please check in your messenger.
Yep, Rosalie. So check your messages.
And just
And
click
it
on
may
the link.
come through as a message request too. Yeah.
I've got.
Thank all of y'all so much for being on here supporting us. That means a lot.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yes. It's really neat, to see, two gifted individuals. I used to think that what I had was not a gift. I used to think that it was a curse. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I didn't understand it. I just thought, well, this is a curse, but I didn't start accepting my gift and really calling it a gift until I went public. And I think it was around like 2015. I started to understand it. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And I think it's building the confidence too, and believing in
Oh,
yourself and knowing it, because you don't want to ever, at least I don't want to ever mislead anybody ever.
No, absolutely not. I remember my first time doing readings in public. The very first time we went for like a little meet and greet, a book signing. And I felt things with the audience, and Dr. Sue, she had wrote this book about me, and we were there meeting people, and I could feel things. She was like, well, tell them. And I was like, And I ended up doing it. And that was my very first gallery reading. And I think it was my first. I think I went to Batesville first, and then the other one was the Thomas House in Red Bowling Springs, Tennessee.
I
So
was
that
there.
Yep. And that was when I was able, that was really where I started like, okay, oh my goodness. Cause you could see the relief that it gave them, that little bit of peace that they needed, And I started realizing that maybe this is not a curse. This is what I'm supposed to do, you know?
And
So.
it's amazing to watch them leave and their energy shifted.
Yes.
Yeah, were you able to, Rosalie? Were you able to get the
She's
link yet?
over there now, I think, working on it.
Okay,
If not,
fantastic.
if she can't come on, I'm okay telling her like what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have to come on video with me.
Here she is. I think we just got her.
Yep.
Oh,
Looks like she's coming in. I'm going to try to add her to the stream.
what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? She doesn't have to come on video.
Okay, we need you to put a headphone on or something because we're getting a feedback on you.
Could she? I think that you can like do the volume, like lower it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she can
Yeah,
still
but
hear and
she
not,
just
and
got-
when she needs to validate at the end, she can turn it back up.
Her device just disconnected.
Is she still here?
She disconnected.
Okay, I can tell her. I can go ahead and tell
Let's
her
go
if she
ahead
can
and
hear
let's
me.
go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
And Rose, I don't know if you can hear us.
Is it Rosalie? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Rosalie?
Yeah.
Okay, if not, I apologize. I'm horrible with names. She just said the internet is terrible. I'm her sister. Okay. Well, if it's okay, as long as she can hear me, she said she's having problems. As long as you can hear me. So what I need from you is to just be open, which I know that you are because you're here. But make sure to not give me any kind of information until like, you know, afterwards. I will love validation, like if it's making sense to you. But the reason that I felt something with you very, very strong, because there was a female energy that was coming forward. And so when they talk, like in the vision form, when they talk, it's like, to me, if you turn on a TV and go into another room and shut the door, how it's muffled, like it's muffled, that's how I hear them. Okay, so it's going to be kind of muffled. But the way that she's coming through, she says, "Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe." And she keeps saying it over and over and over and over. "Hey, babe. Hey, babe." Now, keep this in mind. Okay, this could be a sign or symbol. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Why is she showing me that? Like, why is she saying that over and over and over? It might be something that you have to think about. All I ask is just keep it in your mind. Is it something that she used to say all the time? Is it something that somebody used to say to her all the time? "Hey, babe." Or is this something that people used to call her? "Babe, baby, hey, babe." There's going to be something about that. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Just keep it in mind. Hold on just a second. She comes through, though, like a very classy lady is the way that she's making it seem. I feel like she was very particular about her hair. Like she wouldn't go anywhere, okay, unless like her hair was a certain way or is the way that she's coming through. And I feel like that's something that people remember about her, how classy she was. But she keeps showing me that she's in the kitchen. And I know, you know, people cook and all of that. But I do feel like that's something that people remember about her. Okay. Like they do bring their cherished memories to heaven with them. And the way that I see her, she's in the kitchen, she's cooking, she's laughing. But for some reason, she's wanting you to know and the family to know that she's cooking pizza. Okay. Out of all, I don't know why she's cooking pizza, but I do feel that there's a reason. There's going to be something very, very personal about the pizza. That's something that somebody remembers. "Oh man, I wish I had her pizza." Or is there a family recipe? Is there something very, very special about that? Is there cherished memories when people think of her and they think about the cooking? Do they think about that pizza? Okay, so just keep that in mind. And she wants you to pretty much know that she's still able to do this all the way in heaven is the way that she's making it seem. Is like, I'm still able to get up. I have my strength back. I'm able to cook. And there's something about the pizza. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. I'm going to call her, "Hey, babe." Okay, if that's okay with you, I'm just going to call her, "Hey, babe." But I do feel, again, there's going to be something with babe, baby, something such as that. Okay, hold on just a minute. I'm going to say she looks between 70s to 80s in age. That's the way that she's coming forward. 70s to 80s, this tells me that she passed around 70s to 80s. And for some reason, she's in the kitchen and then all of a sudden she goes, and then she leans down and she picks up. And to me, it looks, keep this in mind, it looks like one of those little rags, you know, that you like throw over the oven or like you wipe your hands off. And for some reason, it has watermelons on it. Keep that in mind, the watermelons. Okay, I don't know if somebody has the watermelon rags. Is there something about it? Does she love watermelons? Was she obsessed with watermelons? Out of the blue, you know, and this might be something that you have to think about. Sometimes the signs and symbols don't really make sense until later on. You might be minding your own business one day and all of a sudden look down and find the watermelon rag. But there's going to be something about, I can see like a mitten and this little hand towel. It's a hand towel. That's what it is. To show me the watermelon. It's like just little watermelons all over it. Okay, so just, she was obsessed with watermelon, anything. Okay. All right. Hold on just a second. Now to the right. So really envision this the best you can. Okay. I don't care if you have to close your eyes to hear this. Just try to envision her in the kitchen. Again, she shows me the watermelon and then she laughs. And there is a guy sitting like at this little bar. Okay. And she turns and she points to him. Okay. So this male energy is trying to come forward, shows that he's with her and he is sitting there like waiting for her to cook the pizza, I'm assuming. Now, all I see for him, he's not really coming forward too much, but it shows that he's with her in heaven. He's got his strength. He's okay. But he did show me very, very quickly an initial A. But he needs you to do something. It's very, very, very important. The reason he's coming through is to be like, I'm waiting for the pizza to be cooked. So it tells me that he enjoys eating. Or it could just be a sign or a symbol. Like, why is he waiting for the pizza to be cooked? Maybe in the end, he wasn't really, you know, to me, I feel like everything that they showed, like everything, all the little bitty details, such as him waiting for the pizza to be cooked, that's going to mean something. And as a messenger, I could tell you what I feel it can mean, but I'm not, you know, there could always be something more. It could always mean something more, but what they show me, that's going to be exactly. Okay. So I can show you exactly what they show me, but I can tell you what I feel it could mean. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Did he have a little struggle eating in the inn? Is that the reason he keeps showing me that? Like, hey, don't worry, I'm able to eat now, you know? So just keep that in mind. But the way that he's coming forward is he's needing you to do something. Hold on. He's needing you to find somebody for him. Okay, I do not see them. So this tells me that this person is living. He's either mentioning of an Amy. I'm not going to say Amy because I don't feel that. It's more of a, I'm going to say Amber. It's going to be something such as that. It's very, very muffled, but it's going to be something like that. So when I say that, it's not going to be like Brenda. Okay. It's going to be like right around that name. Okay. So just keep this in mind. Okay. And he needs you to find this Amber. It's going to be something such as that. Now, this could be part of a name, half of a name, nickname around that name. And he says, I need you to tell her that he's here. And there's this guy that just stands there and he just kind of smiles and waves. I'm going to say the way that he's coming forward, this other energy, and this is an example of a third party message. This is not directly for you, but it's going to be for someone that you may know, such as the Amber. Okay, so Amber might have to think about it. When you find the Amber, she's going to have to think about, who is this? Who is this? But connecting to him, my head hurts. Sometimes they'll show me like the feeling, if that makes sense. Like I won't get the full feeling, of course, but I will sometimes pick up like a little bits and pieces so I can relate to it to give you the message, if that makes sense. And for some reason, this energy that's with the male A and with the lady with the watermelons, hey babe, he's coming through and he's making my head hurt. So this tells me that his head hurt him a little bit. This male energy, I know I'm confusing, just stay with me because it's coming at me fast. A points to this guy and says, he is for Amber. Okay, so just keep this in mind. This male energy that stands there and waves, he makes my head hurt. So this tells me that there was something with that. He either had really bad headaches. Was there something with his head? There's going to be something with that, with the headaches. Okay, and it's just his way of saying, I don't feel that anymore. You know, I felt like, best way I can explain it, I feel like something took my head and shook it really, really hard. Okay, but he's completely healed. He does not feel that, but I do feel there's something with the head. So if you find the Amber, okay, now this is a connection to the A says, find Amber and let her know. I think it is Jamie around that is here. Okay, so keep this in mind. Jamie around that, he's the one that's making my head hurt. So I do feel that there's something with that, like again, with the head, with this James around that. Okay. And the A needs this Amber to know that this other male energy is there and he is showing love to his family. And most importantly, to know that the headaches are gone. And I also feel like when my head felt a little shook, that my eyes kind of went blurred just a little bit. So I felt like at times his headaches or there's something with his head that he would have trouble seeing. And this is that Jamie, male energy that wanted to come through real quick. And it just shows me that he struggled. He had things, he was struggling. And there's going to be, again, something with the head. His vision would sometimes go out and it was just really frustrating because he wanted to be independent. He didn't want to go through what he went through, but he wants you to know I'm completely healed. I'm okay. And my head doesn't hurt anymore. And I can see better. So my vision kind of went blurred. And then all of a sudden it's completely better. Okay. So this James around that, this is for an Amber. Okay. And again, don't feel Amber. I feel Amber is still alive. Okay. James has passed. So keep that in mind. I'm going to say he looks actually pretty young. The way that he's coming forward, he's got this beautiful smile on his face and he looks between 40s to 50s in age. Okay. And this is again for the Amber, the Jamie. So hopefully you can understand that with him. I know it is a little confusing, but just keep that in mind. Now the female, I'm going to call her, hey babe, the one in the very beginning, the baby, there's going to be something with that. She wants you to know that she is so thankful for you and her children. It's really, really important because I feel like sometimes you pray and you say, you don't realize how thankful I am for you. And she wants you to know that when you came into her life, keep that in mind. When you came into her life, okay, I don't know what that means, but it's important to understand that little bitty message, because she keeps showing me over and over and over, when you came into my life, I'm thankful. And I felt like God chose me to be your mama. And it's really, really important to know that I'm thankful for you because God allowed you to come into my life when I needed you the most, because I didn't know. I didn't know that I needed you. I felt like the way that she's coming forward was she didn't know. And then you were placed into her life, and she's so, so thankful. Okay. I still see the watermelon rags. Oh, man. She needs you to know the way that she's coming through. I feel like she loved to talk to everybody, and she goes and she's opening the door. So I'm just going to tell you the way that she's coming forward, and I just want to let you know this. You have a lot of energy around because she's going to the door and she's like open it wide open. And she's like, come on, y'all come eat. Y'all just come on in. And that's the way that she's coming forward, like that burst of energy. And it's like, well, I would feed anybody. So really pay attention to not just the message, but how she acting, like, y'all come on in, like she's inviting everybody in. Just so you know, the door is wide open and she's like, y'all just come on in, y'all come eat. And she shows me this beautiful feast. Okay. And I feel like that's parts of her cherished memory. She'd feed anybody, and I feel like she would always help people. And a lot of the times nobody knew that she was helping somebody, okay, because it's nobody's business, just hers and God. This is the way that she's making it seem. But that's how she was. And to me, it's a meaning of her door was always open for everybody. And that is something very personal that you think about when you think about her. Her family remembers that. That's a cherished memory that she got to bring to heaven with her. And she keeps talking about like the feast, and it's like, come eat. And she's laughing. I feel like she was kind of like energetic, like, time to eat. Come on, y'all just come on in, so just keep that in mind. Hold on just a second. She also showed me real quick, she's actually starting to fade, but she's walking up to, can't explain it. I'm going to just tell you in detail, like how I see her. Again, as she's walking up, she's like, she's got to make sure her hair looks good. So keep that in mind. Did somebody like worry? Oh no, her hair, she was really particular about her hair, and her hair looks really fabulous is the way she's coming through. Very classy lady. She's really picky, and she's very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. But she's walking up and she says, I'm at the altar. So I don't know what that is. So just keep that in mind. I hear it very, very detailed. I'm at the altar. Okay. So keep that in mind. I'm at the altar. Is there something very, very personal about that? Okay. It's like this place. Can't explain it, but she's like walking up, and it's like layers. Like that's the best way I can explain it. You have to like walk up the steps to get to it. She's at the altar, she says, and she shows me this very beautiful cross. Okay. And she looks down at it, she kisses it and puts it to her chest. I hear her heartbeat as she fades away. But that's what I'm seeing with you. Whew, I'm so glad I got that out. Oh my gosh. But hopefully that will make sense. But she's always with you, and she just wanted you to know that she's still, I can see her like opening up that door. It's time to eat. Y'all come on. Just bring everybody in here. It's time to eat. But she's at the altar. So I'm not really sure what that means, but I do feel like it's going to be something very, very important. Cherished memory, something. There's going to be something with that. But that's what I feel with you. Thank you for letting me connect to you.
Awesome reading. And if you've seen some of her posts that she was sitting there trying to put it on screen for her, definitely a lot of validation there for you. And definitely a wonderful reading and a great blessing.
Yeah, that was beautiful, Angel. Great job.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
super.
thank you. I was like almost having an anxiety attack.
You had me at watermelon.
Did you?
You had me at watermelon.
She kept showing me, like, when she was like wiping her hands, she was like showing me the watermelon. I'm like, why is she showing me a watermelon rag? So what's up with the watermelon? Did she validate the watermelon?
Yeah.
Yes, she did. She was into watermelon and everything.
Oh, that's insane.
So one of those people that collected all things watermelon.
Isn't that great though, Angel? We get stuff. You're like, what are you showing me?
Why are you showing this to me? Yeah. I'm telling you.
What's the oddest or random quirky thing that you received ever? What's the most? I'll tell you mine is.
Yeah, tell me.
Mine was I was sitting for a lady. I always say this at every reading, like the random and quirky thing. Her mom passed, and her mom was coming through, and she said, talk about ear hair. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you want me to say what? So I did. I told my lady, and she's like, oh my God. Her dad was still alive, and which is her husband, was always on him about the hair in his ear. So
that is insane. Then it's like they won't, like I've had people like want me to get up and do this certain dance. I'm like, I'm not getting up and shaking my butt. And they're like, oh no, because it was a certain way. So it's hard to pinpoint because I've had a lot of weird ones. I've had one of them coming through making me do like a chicken neck. It was weird, but I've had some weird ones. But I'm going to say one of the most crazy, just one of the ones it was actually at an event in Ocean Springs, Mississippi at the beautiful Mary C. O'Keefe. And there was a group of ladies that walked in, and you could just tell. I was like up on the stage and it hadn't started yet and people were coming in, and you could see this lady. She was super nervous. Like, oh, I don't know about this. Oh, I don't know. This is my first. You could just see it on her. She just, whew. But listen, and it kind of sloped down. Like it was like a theater, right?
Oh, right.
And so when she was sloping down, she turned talking to her friend. And when she did, there was a raccoon attached to her shoulder. And it was like, oh, hanging on for dear life. And I went, and like, I'm not even joking. The whole time she's kind of like me. Like she talks with her hands and she was, and I'm going, and this raccoon is literally like, it was okay, but it was hanging on to her shoulder and it was like, and I'm like, do I tell this lady? Because she's already scared. Do I tell her she has a raccoon on her shoulder? I don't know. I mean, like the whole night. So I prayed about it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pray about it. I don't want to freak this lady out and her take off running. That was what I was scared of, you know? So I just prayed about it. At the very end, I think it was close to the very end, somebody came through for her and she was like, oh, that's me. So I was connecting and I finally, at the end, I said, listen, I got something to tell you. You have a raccoon on your shoulder and it's been hanging on for dear life because you're like flying around. And that woman was like, oh my God. And she said that she was a rescue, like for wildlife, and she bottle fed and raised this baby raccoon and that it passed away. And that was like her baby. And so it made, you know, but that was probably, I don't know. I've had so many, but that one was pretty wild because I was so scared to say something, you know. You just don't never know their reactions, but that was probably one of the craziest.
That's
one of them. Just put up a really great comment. Said, thank you so much, Angel. I so needed this. Yesterday would have been her and my dad's 68th wedding anniversary.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to connect. Thank you so much. And just being open-minded. Somebody said, what about the hamster? Yeah, I had a live not too long ago on my Facebook page. And I'm sitting there connecting to her. And all of a sudden, I thought it was either a rat or a hamster. And you can see it. Like it's on there. And I go, oh, what was that? Oh, that looked like a rat or a hamster. And that lady said, what? I was like, do you have a rat or a hamster? I said, because it just ran by. And she said, my daughter's hamster died last night. And I'm like, oh, well, it's in heaven. But it's insane. It is. It's pretty cool how they come through, you know.
Isn't it? Spirit's amazing. They do an amazing job.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So do you do a lot of lives and stuff on your page?
We do here and there, and we'll do some live readings, not too much, but I want to do more. But yeah, you know, when you're busy.
I know that. I have a live coming up on Saturday. I'm excited about it. But
Fantastic. So is it okay if I jump in real quick? I've been kind of
No. I'm sorry. I did too.
No. Don't be sorry. So I do have a male energy stepping forward, and this is very, very specific, you guys. So just be open to your spouses and around you. But I feel wheelchair. I feel like spinal bifida. Something.
Oh, wow.
It's that's the feeling. It's my male energy past. I know August or the 8th of any month has to be important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. So we'll leave that there and see, because that's pretty specific. I feel like wheelchair, like either there's an injury or there's an illness, like I want to say like spinal bifida, or there's a spinal injury in a wheelchair.
Right.
My guy that's coming through does not feel old to me. Now let me describe old, because I'm almost 50, y'all. That's not old.
That is not old.
Old changes as you get older, right?
Yeah, it does. Oh, Tanya, it so does.
It does.
So, you know, just again, think with your family and your friends. But I know my guy is passed. I don't feel old with him. And I know spinal issues or spine, and I know wheelchair. There's a connection to that. And August has to be important.
Somebody just validated something. I'm in a wheelchair and I was born in August.
Well, she's still here.
Oh, she's okay.
It's my gentleman.
He's passed.
That's my okay. So hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm getting this right. So my gentleman's passed. He's making me feel wheelchair, spinal bifida, or there's a spinal injury. But I feel like it's been a long time, or they've been in the wheelchair a long time. Okay, and I know August is important, or the 8th of any month. And there's a Chrissy Crystal. There's a CK sounding name. Chrissy Crystal.
Okay, we do have Amy says that her little brother had spinal bifida.
Okay, Amy, is your brother passed, love?
Passed at 25.
Okay, and again,
that's a different one. My
no,
brother.
that's a different one.
There's two of them.
Yeah, because there's this one too.
Yeah, I got it. If I had one shot, I feel like this is spinal bifida.
Yeah, and see, there's that one.
And it has to be passed though, Amy. So if Amy could come through, I feel like passed.
Yeah, she said had. He was in a wheelchair all his life.
All right. They're
are you
popping
doing?
up fast.
You got to do it with your finger.
And then I know August or the 8th of any month has to be important. And roofing. I feel like he's putting me on a roof.
Oh.
What are we doing?
Okay, Amy says that he did pass.
Okay, and there's a connection to roofing. So either construction, roofing, or being on the roof. He's making me feel that as well.
That's a different one.
Yep, that's a different one.
Is there a way can we get her on?
Which one? There's like
Amy?
a couple.
The one with the spinal bifida.
She's not sure about August.
Can we still get her on? That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's August or the 8th of any month. So as we're waiting.
Yeah. That's very specific.
Details, right?
Yes. That's the most important part. Oh, he passed. Young.
Wow. And then there's a Cassie. Her husband died at 38 and he almost got killed by a runaway forklift in his lower spine. And it happened when he was getting vinyl siding for work.
Yeah, I don't want to make that fit. I don't feel like that's it. I feel like I'm with Amy. I feel like I'm with spinal bifida. I feel like
Right there.
Okay.
She said my birthday's the 8th. Amy did.
okay.
Yeah.
Then that's
I'm trying to send it.
Perfect.
to her.
Okay. I put her right there.
I don't know about you, Angel. Like if I get like 8 or August, it's either because August is the 8th month. So I'll get it. It's the 8th of any month or August and birthday
Yes.
anniversary passing.
When I get a number, I'm like, it can be a date. Sometimes they even show me years past as
Yeah.
it being 8 years, maybe 8 kids, 8 siblings, but it's going to be something such as that. Yes.
Yeah. And-
Okay, Amy, I sent you the link in Messenger. If you don't mind coming on, just click on that link right there for us. We'll give her a second.
Is that your?
They
is
remind
that
me
your
to drink my
coffee?
water.
Water.
Yes. Mine's flavored, but yes.
Yours is flavored.
do you get really, while we're waiting for her to come on, let me ask, so after readings, do you get like any effects? Like, do you get drained or tired or anything such as that?
I get like really hungry. Like I'm getting like really hungry right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I'm
I get
surprised
like,
I'm not like 500 pounds, Angel.
no, I get really, really exhausted. Like I just ran like a 5-mile race, but I've never ran a 5-mile race. So I don't really know how that feels, but it feels like it because I watch people on TV that do it. But that's just how I feel. Like I'm just exhausted.
No, I don't. Actually, I'm the opposite. I'm really high.
Wow.
Really high and hungry.
Yeah. And I have to tell people all the time, be sure to eat, eat and drink because it helps. Like it helps me afterwards.
I mean, it's going to be in your messages.
You'll have to go to Messenger.
It might fall under message request.
Thank all of y'all so much for being here with us tonight.
Oh my gosh. We so appreciate your love and your support. It means a
so
lot to us.
much.
Absolutely. You guys have had a lot of really good connections tonight.
I've enjoyed this. I've never went on video with another gifted. I've never.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's a little more difficult when you're trying to do chat and you're getting information and you want to kind of narrow it down. But it's still the message is going to go where it needs to go.
Right.
You're absolutely right. That's it. Someone said, "Is this a regular thing?" I go live a lot on my page. I have a Facebook page, Angel Lee Spiritual Messenger, and I'm going live. If that's okay to put that out there, I'm going live this Saturday, February 26th. I think it's at 6:00 p.m. Central Time that I'll be doing a live on my page. I'm trying to go live a lot more.
That's fantastic, Angel.
I'm trying. It's hard. I got little ones and it's just so hard, trying to plan events. Oh,
life. Oh, there's Bear.
Yes, it is.
He's back.
Hey, everyone. I see everyone saying hey to us. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here.
She says there's no link in Messenger.
Okay. All right, Amy. Just know if this is, I do. Again, I feel like spinal bifida. I feel I don't feel real old when he passed, and I know August is important or the 8th. We've already clarified that. Also, he's referencing 3 siblings or three kids, 3 siblings. I'm not sure where you're at. You don't need to tell me, but there's wherever south. I feel like there's a connection south of wherever you're living. Like he's looking to south. So whether it's like I feel family, like south, and he's also saying mom, mom, mom. So when I'm hearing mom, 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 I'm not sure if they're here or on the other side, but I know he's referencing mom, mom, mom. So there's a connection to mom. He's saying mom, mom, mom. Okay. Now there's also an RO sounding name like Robert, Robbie, Rose, Roberta. There's a RO sounding name connection to that as well. Don't you like?
Yes. Like earlier, I was
like, take a breath. And he also makes me feel, Amy, like I feel like there's something emotionally going on with you. Like there's some hard times or something emotionally. Like just stick it out, stick it through. Like see it through. Like I feel like just see it through. You're gonna get through this. So if you take anything away from this message, just know that you have his love and support, and see it through. So I leave his love with you.
That was really sweet.
Yes.
That was very, very sweet. He was the one that you were showing on the rooftop.
Yeah, there's something with a roof.
Yeah.
Why are we doing on the roof? They ever take you places and you're like, where are we? What are we doing?
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, I always try to figure out, I'm like, I wonder if the roof means that he's able to get on the roof now. Like he's able to do that kind of thing. That's beautiful.
Awesome. Now I know she said mama is with him, and then that's fine. Just know this is mama's way of peeking through too. So, and I know something south, wherever you're living, there's a connection south of where you're at, is what he's showing me. He's showing me down from where you're at. But again, the takeaway is like, keep your chin up, because I feel like there's some stuff going on.
The only thing she wasn't connecting with the roof part.
That's okay. I'll leave it with you. Actually, was there a leak in the roof? Ooh. Angel, you're so cute. You're like, whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Amy. Does that connect with you, Amy?
She said maybe we had a tin roof.
All right. I'll leave it. I'll leave it there.
Love those.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Angel's connecting with something.
Uh-huh.
She's like, no, it's not.
It's hitting her.
She's like, it's 9:30. No, I'm not.
I'm trying to hurry, but they're coming.
Yeah, they're coming. Look out.
She said it did used to leak.
Okay. That's fine. Perfect, Amy. Just again, gosh, I feel like there's something going on in your life. They're making me feel like I'm going to uplift you. I'm going to come through and I'm going to uplift you. Actually, I feel like there's a relationship change or a breakup. So with all that said, I leave his love with you.
Once again, we want to say thank you to the chat room tonight. They are keeping us busy.
Yep.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, she said they lost 3 family members this last year, so that's probably what she's going through.
Yeah, I just feel like I want to uplift you. Uplift. Okay? You guys all have been amazing.
Yeah. That was beautiful, Teresa.
Another great one.
You
That
too.
was-
You too. You too,
Thank
Angel.
The Firehouse Medium is on fire tonight.
Yeah, I love it.
Grab a hold and
You
put her
heard that, Bear? Go ahead and say it.
up. She's into the far.
Drop, and cover and roll, right? No.
There's a if it's okay, if it's good with y'all, there's someone trying to come forward like tapping me. So
Please, please.
is it okay with y'all? Is it good with you, Teresa?
Yes.
Run with
Sure.
it.
Yes.
Okay. I was just making sure. I didn't know if you needed to keep going because I know how it is. Like, listen, if somebody's coming forward, I will gladly sit back if you need me to, so you can, there's a Brittany on here, and I wrote her name down because I felt it. I was looking at oh my gosh. There was like somebody trying to come forward for her. It was like a Brittany. Let me see if there's any Brittany's on here. Could you like comment for just a second and let me see? Because I did not see the name that was associated. It was a Brittany. Oh, there.
Yes.
So, I cannot say her name. I felt something very, very strong with her. So if it's okay with you, if it's good with y'all, I'm going to try to connect because someone was trying to get my attention.
She just said hi.
Hi.
She's on there.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
There's
The way
two
that it was coming
Britneys.
forward, like tapping me and waving. And again,
Yeah.
like he was waiting.
There's 2 Britneys.
There it was with the Elf-E-L. There she is.
Okay.
Elf-E-L. There is so can I go ahead and start? Because he's coming at me pretty strong.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
If you guys can bring her up on the page so that we can see her posts. So
Okay. This is an older male energy that is trying to come forward. So just stay with me for just a minute, okay? Because I got to get into it. It's the best way I can explain it. So he was coming through trying to get your attention. I don't know if he's a third party or not. Third parties are people, I've explained this before, but I have to say it. These could be a third party. This might be something that you have to think about. It could be a connection to somebody that you may know, but he's actually coming through really, really strong. And the way that he comes through, he has like whitish colored hair. And he's got this really sweet smile on his face, but he keeps showing me his white colored hair. So it's very, very sweet. And I'm going to say he's lived a very long life is the way that he's making it seem. I'm going to say 80s to 90s, okay, is the way that he's coming forward. So hold on just a second. And the way that he's also making it seem is like he's like a grandfather or great-grandfather or generations down is the way that he's making it seem. So it could be a grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, that kind of way. And, sometimes people go, well, why are they coming through? I didn't know him. I'm not saying that you didn't know him, but just remember they could be generations down, okay, and they can still come through, okay, because there's a connection there. So just keep this in mind. He's actually coming through. They don't necessarily sometimes it will only give me nicknames, initials, and sometimes they will only give me parts of their name, half of their name. They could have been called something else here in the physical world, and they only give me parts of their name. But he's coming through very strong as either like a Don, a Donnie, a Don, Donald, around that name. Okay, so just keep this in mind. He's coming through really, really strong. Again, he keeps doing this to his hair. I feel like somebody used to rub his hair and that kind of thing, but he keeps showing me like the white, light colored grayish hair, and he keeps showing me 80s to 90s, and he's joking about that. So I feel like he either would joke about his age or like, man, sometimes I think, well, you would think they, go to heaven younger is the way he's making it seem. But this also tells me that he passed around 80s to 90s. Okay. And it's very, very clear. He says, well, you know where I'm at. I'm on the porch. It's very, very important to know, like, he's on this porch. I know there's porches everywhere. I get that. But there's going to be something very personal with him with this. I feel like, if you couldn't find him, he'd always be on that porch. Maybe in the end, that's something that he wasn't really able to do. I feel like this is his cherished memory. He loved going and sitting on this porch. And it's his way of saying, remember me this way and know that I'm on this porch. It's really, really important to know that. Just stay with me for just a second. He's kind of laughing, like, just call me Paw Paw, so it's not grandfather, it's not grandpa, it's Paw Paw. Okay. Hold on just a second. And the way that he's coming forward, you're going to have these scribbles too, by the way. I'm going to take pictures tonight. I'm going to take them tonight, I promise, and put these out here, the scribbles. He keeps showing me like family gatherings. So I don't know if somebody's going to have like that. Like after his passing, I felt like he loved family gatherings. And that's something that he remembered, and he wants his family to continue to do that. Okay. And the way that he's coming forward is he wants to get serious for just a second. He shows him sitting on this porch. I can hear birds. I can hear them chirping. It's very, very beautiful. I can see like the sun beaming down from the porch. It's just really, really beautiful. And he wants you to see him this way. He's painting a picture for you to remember him by. And it's important. Like, he doesn't want you to remember him the way that he was, but he wants you to see him the way he is now. He's happy. He's healed. Look how beautiful it is around him, and to know that he's sitting on this porch. But he shows me like the way that he's making it feel, like his emotions as he knew that he was going to pass, okay, is the way that he's making it seem. He knew that he was going to, and I feel like the family was either gathered around him, that kind of thing, or they was able to come around him and talk to him, and that's just something that he'll always treasure forever. So keep this in mind. He's talking about that. So I don't feel like, boom, it just happened. And I'm blunt. I'm sorry. I don't mean that in any disrespect. I just feel like he knew that it was his time. He knew that, and then I feel like there were people that got to go talk to him, that kind of thing, and he needed his family to know, I was tired. I was ready, and I'm so thankful that I got to talk to my family. Like, my family come to see me, and that's something that he will always cherish, and he's cherishing it. Like, he brought that beautiful, cherished memory to heaven with him. Okay. Sorry, I hear humming. So hold on just a second. Just stay with me for just a minute. Hold on.
You know what, Angel? I'm sorry. Can we double link for a second?
Do it. Yes.
Is there a reference to a harmonica with this guy? With your gentleman that's coming through? Because I'm hearing a harmonica.
Oh my God. Oh. Can I say something?
Well, yeah, it's your reading.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't want to put it in.
Hold on. No, I want you. Listen, link in with me. Seriously, link in with me. If you feel it, Teresa, say it. Please do. I hear something. Hold on just a second. Not you. I'm not telling you to hold on. If you feel something, Teresa, please say it. Like
Typically a harmonica. I want to like.
Yep. I'm going to keep going, but link in with me if you feel anything. Like, please blurt it out. Like, link in with me, okay? But he keeps showing me him in the hospital, and I feel like this is going to have something to do with that. So I'm going to say this. He shows me him in the hospital. He's looking around, and he's like, oh, man. And I can hear beep, 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 beep. And he shows me his lung. And I feel like there was surgery with his lung, or like part of his lung was removed. Okay, there's going to be something about it. And he's like, okay, so sorry.
No, don't
link in with me, because he shows me the hospital and he's just talking about the lung. He like actually, look, I don't know anything about medical stuff, but he is actually showing me. Other than that, he shows me this image of a lung, and I feel like it's like part of it was removed. There was surgery on this lung. There's going to be something about it, and he shows him having to stay in the hospital, and he's like, oh man, that was bad. And you know, that kind of thing. So he is showing that to me. He had the other removed.
Yes, only had one lung.
Wow.
He is validating.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Like I said, link in with me. I'm loving this, Teresa.
And the other one was removed.
He had me at harmonica. No.
Okay. Yes.
That is beautiful.
Very
he shows him sitting outside in a rocking chair. I can see him just rocking back and forth, just rocking. Hold on just a second. Real quick. It was boom, just like that. Very, very quick image. I heard it and then not. So sometimes it's a little confusing to me, but I still say it. I hear baby coos. I hear it very, very strongly. Okay. It was just like a little bit of like baby coos. I'm going to just say this real quick. Somebody close to him, I don't know if it was you or somebody within the closeness of the family. I feel like this is either like a miscarried baby or something such as that. All babies go to heaven. Miscarried babies, you can be 2 weeks pregnant. You can be 9 months pregnant. You know, all babies go to heaven, even if you were only just, you know, a few weeks alone. So just keep this in mind. I don't know whose baby this was, but I hear the coos of a baby. So just keep this in mind. This might not make sense right now, but I promise you eventually it will. It just might take some time to understand it. But I feel it's more of like his way of saying, I have the baby. There's this baby here. Okay. And then all of a sudden to the sky, I see this beautiful rainbow, which tells me there was maybe a baby born after this baby, and the baby sent this baby, you know, to earth kind of thing. Or it's more of the rainbow can also mean like new beginnings, you know. So just keep the baby in mind.
So Angel, I don't have the baby, but I you know what I'm hearing, and I feel like I'm linked in with you.
Do it.
I'm seeing chicken and chicken coop.
I love it. I love it. That's amazing.
So
I love it.
There's a connection there. Either this is with him or what they're currently doing now, but there's something about raising chickens in a chicken coop.
Love it. Oh my gosh. I love it. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, Brittany, we're so sorry.
I lost the baby at a young age. He has your baby. I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
All babies, listen, the baby can be little, you know, it doesn't even have to be a miscarried baby, but I feel like this baby's small, but fully developed. And I'm going to just say this. I lost a baby too through miscarry. And the way that this is coming through, the baby's small, but the baby will be fully developed. And it's just a sign or symbol to let you know that this baby is with you. And there's something with the rainbow, which tells me that this was a new beginning. And I feel like the way that this baby makes me feel, just the feeling I get is, this baby sent another baby to earth is the way that it's making it seem. So just keep this in mind. Okay. And it's like a new beginning. You'll never forget this precious baby. Okay. But it's also a way to say he has your beautiful baby in heaven, you know, so just know that. Real quick. Oh my gosh. I got to say something. So there was a guy that just come through like, hey, he's coming on in and he's like partying it up. And Brittany, he comes through and he puts a princess crown on your head. I don't know why. Just keep this in mind. I'm telling you, just, Whew, just keep this in mind. Oh, she validated the chickens. Oh my gosh. Chickens. I love it. Chickens. I love it. But Brittany, there's this guy coming forward real quick, and he keeps putting a princess crown on your head. I'm telling you, pay attention to those little bitty details, such as the chickens, okay? As this princess crown, there's going to be a reason he keeps showing you the princess crown, okay? Mm-hmm. And he's like, just call me Pop. But there's more to the name. I feel it. It's Pop, Pop, Pop. Very, very muffled, okay? Very, very muffled, but I do feel there's more to the name. It's not just Pop, but I do feel it starts with that P-O-P, something such as that. He needs you to know that he's with you. He's always with you. And he's dancing. He just comes through as that personality. And he also shows me a quick image of a hat. I don't know if somebody has his hat. Was he very particular about the hat? Has it been passed down? Is there something very personal about the hat? But he needs you to know he's still here. He's still here. So just keep this in mind as well. And I actually feel with him just like that. It's like just keep that in mind. There's going to be something chest related with him.
Yeah.
Did you feel that
too? I was just getting that.
Yeah. Like took my breath for just a second.
And there's also something like, I feel like racing dirt bikes or racing bikes, like motorbikes. Dirt bikes.
I love it.
Wow. And I can't breathe with this guy.
No. He took my breath for just a second. Now he doesn't feel it. He is completely okay.
Oh no,
but he's letting us know so we can understand to relay it to you. I think maybe congestive heart failure, and it was very unexpected. So that was very, very quick. Oh my goodness, we're so sorry. I'm so sorry. Real quick, the guy. I know it's so crazy. So Teresa, you picked up the harmonica, but he sings something, and I'm gonna sing to y'all for just a second.
Oh boy.
Let me get ready. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Y'all listen, I can't sing, but he's singing just a piece of something. Don't judge me. Please don't. But y'all got to hear it, because I'm telling you, it might not make sense right now, but a piece of this song will eventually, you'll be like, oh my gosh, it will eventually. I'm telling you. He puts his hand to the sky. Okay. He closes his eyes. Just keep this in mind. What is that? What is that? Just stay with me for just a second. I don't want to lose it. Hold on. He stands up. He's at that rocking chair. Smell wood around him. I don't know if there's like wood around the rocking chair. Just keep this in mind. Not the wood rocking chair, but there's like wood. Just keep that in mind. He stands up from the rocking chair. He walks to the edge of the porch. He puts his hands to the sky. He looks up and he sings. Oh my God, what is that? Very muffled. Hold on. Savior. Hold on. Oh, wonderful Savior to me. That's it. That's all I hear. But there's going to be a reason. I know I should definitely have my own studio, but I'm telling you, there is a reason he sings that song. Savior. Oh, something. Wonderful Savior. Okay. To me. I don't know if this is going to be something very, very personal. If this is a piece of a song that he liked. He puts his hands to the sky and he's tapping his legs. And his main thing is, I get to sing with the angels. He's okay. Completely okay. And he's always with you. But that's what I'm seeing in the end. Unless Teresa can pick anything else up. That's what I see with him. And that's the song. I remember that song being sang at family gatherings. There you go. They bring their cherished memories to heaven. And that was the family gatherings that he talked about earlier. The family gatherings. He brought that to heaven with him. And that right there tells people, slow down. We get so busy in life. And I am one of the ones to say it. I am so busy. But when our kids are laughing, we're with our friends and they're just have their heads leaned back and they're laughing. And we soak that moment in and we're like, you know what? this is a good day. We're with our grandparents and we're watching them cook their favorite recipes. My mom was in there cooking chicken and dumplings, and I'm so busy with things. And I really need to just slow down and take that moment in, because I know that one day that could be her cherished memory, showing me how to cook chicken and dumplings. That could be my cherished memory. And to me, it makes me cherish what I do even more, because it teaches me that I need to slow down in life. And I really need to soak in those beautiful moments, because what we think is just a little moment is a lifetime to them. And that meant everything to them, everything, such as that song in those family gatherings.
It's the little things, Angel.
It is.
And I have to give you kudos for singing, because I'd just say the words. I don't want to scare anybody away. Beautiful. That was a beautiful job.
Oh, I cannot sing, but I had to get the message out.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
All right. That was wonderful.
Yeah, that was really cool that you come in there. That was cool.
Yeah.
Double connection. I love it. That was super. Yeah. We were hoping that would happen tonight, and it sure did. And it's awesome. And about chickens, yeah. Yeah. And I love the thing about all at the same time going, whoa.
You know, and of course, Bear, isn't that amazing? We're like in separate parts of the world, or not the United States, and they still come through for the both of us. I think that is so amazing.
Yes, it is. It's fantastic. It is. It is a blessing.
And it just validates so much to me too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the connection for them is so strong, and it's so weird that we picked up the chest, like we both. It took my breath for just a quick second, and he doesn't feel that. He doesn't feel that. He's okay, but he was trying to make us understand, like, on a personal level, so we can relay that message to you. You know what I mean? And that right there kind of goes hand in hand of why I get so darn drained afterwards. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but so, wow.
That was a blessing. It's all a blessing. So I thank you guys so much for allowing us to connect with you, and for Bear and y'all, Melvin and everybody. Thank you guys so much. Tanya, Billy, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Most welcome. You're always welcome here. And it's just been a fantastic night. You guys feel like you're spent, or you want to do a little bit more? What's your thoughts?
You know, I have to get to bed. I gotta leave tomorrow early in the morning.
Oh yeah, you got an event to do.
I got events to do in Iowa. So
excellent. Well, real fast, let me bring on your great Katie Kays, our good friend, and talk about some of your events and everything else.
Okay.
Teresa, it's been an honor connecting with you tonight. It's been really cool. You're my first. You're my first to come on and do this.
You know what? We'll do this again. If Bear wants to do this, we'll do this again.
We will definitely do this again for sure. What do you think, audience? Would you like to have this all over again? And we thank all the chat room and everything coming in. Would you like it?
Thanks everybody so much for your support. I'm serious. I could not do this without all of you having our back and just being here. Like, it just means everything. Yeah. And I hope that you can come, watch me live. I will be on my Facebook page, Angel Lee Spiritual Messenger, February 26th, doing free readings. And I hope that's okay, but I'm telling them.
Oh, of course.
You can contact me. I do private readings, telephone, video, group, stuff like that. You can always contact us at angelleeassistant@gmail.com. angelleeassistant@gmail.com. And they'll send you the information. And hopefully, if you're near the Biloxi, Mississippi area, I'd love to meet you in person and hopefully give you a connection at the event in Biloxi, Mississippi. All of my events and everything's on my Facebook page, my email address, everything on there. It's easy to find me and contact me. But thank all of you so much for giving me an opportunity to connect. And sorry, I'll let Katie do her thing.
Excellent.
Angel and Teresa, on behalf of all the viewers tonight, I want you to know that we all appreciate both of you, and what an amazing connection and dynamic the two of you shared. As I'm seeing more validations come through visually here on StreamYard, as well as on text and comments. And I just wanted to commend you both for your abilities and for sharing those and your gifts to everyone and how everyone is benefiting and how you are helping heal people. And so the other thing I wanted to mention is that Teresa, it has some live group gallery readings coming up. We have March 19th in the historic Fowler Movie Theater in Fowler, Indiana. And so you can buy tickets online at firehousemedium.com/events. And you can also schedule private readings, semi-group, however you want to do it. And just go to firehousemedium.com. And also, we have another one over at the historic Devon Theater in Attica coming up on April the 2nd, which is a Saturday. And then we just, as of this evening, locked in our next trip down to Franklin, Kentucky to go and check out all the Night Stalkers and also do another group gallery reading. And so we will be down there in your neck of the woods, if you will, and love to, continue the vibe that the two of you bring. You're just fabulous. So stay tuned, and we will have the event posted on eTix on our site and have that link active here in the next few days for Franklin, Kentucky. But feel free to go get your tickets. And Teresa sold out in Iowa for the later this week. So both of you have amazing gifts, and I love, love, love how you complement each other, and you're both so modest and genuine. And so thank you for everything you do on behalf of all of us. So.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And thank y'all for giving us the opportunity. Seriously, like I really couldn't do this without God and without people backing me 100%, because you got those that throw rocks, but you know what? You also have the large group that come with you with open arms. And to me, that means everything to me. I've had them all. We've had the protesters, we've had them all, and it's not going to stop. But you know what? I've got people that come to me with open arms, and that means everything to me. Someone had just asked, and if it's okay, I'm going to say this real quick. Someone had just asked about my tickets for the April 16th Biloxi, Mississippi event. If you go to my page on Facebook, Angel Lee Spiritual Messenger, I don't know if Meredith, I seen her just a little bit ago. This is my assistant Meredith on here. Maybe she can post my event link on here. But if you go to my page, Angel Lee Spiritual Messenger on Facebook, you will see it. It's just an event thing that we put out there, and it says Angel Lee coming to Biloxi, Mississippi. It's something such as that. Just click on it and read the description, read all the details, and there's a link there to purchase your tickets. Also, I'm giving away, if you share the event, but make sure you share it. If you don't mind, get the word out, help me out. And then under the comments of the event itself, please put shared so we know you're going to be entered into a drawing to win 2 free tickets into the event. So just know that as well, just sharing it and stuff like that. Make sure you say that you shared it. Make sure, you comment under my event, and you'll be entered into the drawing to win 2 free tickets. And we will be going live sometime in March. I'm not sure when, but sometime in March. And we're going to do the drawing live to give away those 2 free tickets. So anyway, I wanted to say that because someone asked about the tickets. But thank all of you so much. My parents are in there. They come to watch my little ones. But y'all, I've had a blast tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, so
we've had a blast having you guys on, and we've got to do it again.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure having each of you separately. It's extra special tonight, and plus for the 222, I think that worked out really good.
Yeah,
and it's just an awesome show. We have to thank our wonderful chat room, the people that come here and watch Into the Far and interact with us. We appreciate you so much. This is all about, and this is all for you. And we do appreciate your support so much. And thank you. Can't give you enough kudos for that. And just to reiterate, Katie mentioned that Teresa Rose is we're working. It was going to be May 14th. It's going to be at the Old Stone Jail. And we're going to do a combined event with Whiskey Fango Foxtrot and Billy Wilkerson. And you'll be seeing more about that. We'll be promoting that up. Angel and us are all trying to get together and do something else also. And we're working on dates for that so that we can bring both of these great people together. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to get them both together at the same place.
Oh my God, how amazing would that be?
We'd have to find
Where are you at?
Off. So,
are you in Indiana?
Yeah, Northwest Indiana.
I'm in South Mississippi.
Oh wow!
We have a Piggly Wiggly. Okay, we got.
Yep. And there's always a pig in Franklin, Kentucky.
Yeah. I'm known around here because I always wear my cowboy boots. Okay, so I'm known around here as the Southern spiritual messenger, and I'm like, well, I'm happy to be that. So yeah.
Well, you all, thank you so much again. We'll get off the air here. I want to say thank you again to our chat room. Thank to everybody else, and have a great night. Enjoy your week. We'll see you back here next Tuesday night with a very special friend of ours, also Dave Spinks, and we may even get a shot with our wonderful friend Serenity Jenny, and we're going to be talking about a wonderful event that's coming up in March where you're going to see Night Stalkers and a whole mess of other people at the Monster Con in Ridgewood, West Virginia. So hang in.
We're going to be there.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great night. Thanks, Tanya and Billy and Melvin. It was great to see you all. And best wishes, Angel and Teresa.
Yeah, I've had fun. Thank y'all
you
so much.
You guys take care.
Hey, good luck at your event tomorrow.
We're still live on it. We're still live on the air. Sorry about that. The whole thing just cut us out. So we're going to say adios, amigo, and I'm going to end it right here real quick.
I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Love you guys too.
Good night, everybody.
Good
All right, bye, y'all.
Good night.
My coffee's cold.
All right, there we are.